Hey, welcome to the Explainer. So, there's this quiet revolution going on right now on factory floors all over the world. It's called Industry 4.0, and it's basically giving our factories a mind of their own. I mean, we're talking predictive, smart, and just unbelievably efficient.
So let me ask you something. What if your factory could literally predict its own future? Imagine your most critical machines. What if they could tell you they were about to break down days before it actually happened? No, this isn't science fiction anymore. This is the absolute core promise of Industry 4.0.
All right, so we're diving into a whole new industrial revolution here. But look, this isn't like the ones you read about in history books, with steam and electricity. No, this one's fueled by something different. It's fueled by data, by connectivity. This is what's kicking off the era of the smart factory. So what does that even mean, smart factory? Well, it's basically where the physical world of the factory floor smashes right into the digital world. I want you to picture this. You've got a real pump right there on the floor, and it's sending live data, like its vibration levels, straight to a computer model. With that constant stream of information, you can make smarter, faster decisions to keep everything running perfectly.
And listen, this isn't some trend that's way off in the future. We're talking about right now. By 2025, which is just around the corner, analysts are predicting that 3/4 of all industrial companies will be using these exact kinds of technologies. So the race to adapt, it isn't coming. It's already here, and it's happening fast.
Okay, so how does all this magic actually happen? Well, it's not just one piece of tech. It's a trio, a team of 3 key players working together perfectly. And the best way to get your head around it is to think of them as the senses, the brain, and the nervous system of the factory.
So first up, you've got the sensors. This is the Internet of Things, or IoT. Just think of tiny little sensors plastered on all the important equipment. They're monitoring everything, vibration, temperature, you name it. They basically give each machine a voice, so it can tell you exactly how it's feeling 24/7.
Next, you need a brain for the operation. And that's the digital twin. Now, this is not just some static 3D model on a screen. No way. This is a living, breathing virtual replica of your actual machine. It's constantly getting updated with all that real-time data from the IoT sensors. It's like a simulation where you can test out what-if scenarios and literally see problems developing long before they ever become an issue in the real world.
Okay, so you've got the senses and the brain. To complete the system, you need the nervous system. This is the CMMS, or the Computerized Maintenance Management System. This is the part that actually does something. It takes those brilliant insights from the digital twin's brain and turns them into action. It automatically schedules a work order and tells the team, hey, go fix this specific thing at this specific time. So here's the thing. Each of these 3 pieces, the IoT, the digital twin, the CMMS, they're all pretty useful on their own, but the real magic, the absolute game changer, is when they work together. That combination is what lets us make the huge leap from just fixing problems after they happen to preventing them from ever starting. And this, right here, really gets to the core of this whole revolution. Think about the old way. For decades, maintenance has been totally reactive, right? It's that frantic firefighting mode, scrambling around after a machine breaks down. The new way? It's predictive. You use data to see a failure coming, and then you fix it on your schedule. Talk about saving time, money, and just a massive amount of stress.
It's actually a pretty simple but incredibly powerful loop. Step 1, the IoT sensors are constantly collecting data on machine health. Step 2, the digital twin, the brain, analyzes all that data and spots trouble coming down the road. And step 3, the CMMS automatically takes action, creating a work order before the failure can even happen. It's a beautiful flow. Data becomes an insight, and that insight becomes prevention.
And we're not talking about some vague, useless warning like, hey, something's wrong with the machine. No, we're talking about specific, actionable intelligence. The system tells you which motor is the problem, what the issue is, like a vibration increase, and then it gives you a deadline, telling you when it's likely to fail. I mean, that is just game-changing foresight. Okay, so the tech is cool, right? But this is about way more than just impressive gadgets. This is about the payoff. We're talking about a serious return on investment. So let's get down to it. What does predicting the future actually mean for the company's bottom line?
The results are frankly staggering. Let's look at the numbers. We've got data from the U.S. Department of Energy that shows companies using this stuff can slash equipment breakdowns by up to 70%. 70! They cut that awful unplanned downtime by almost half, and they bring down their overall maintenance costs by about a third. Those are not small numbers.
So, you take all those savings, what does that actually add up to? A stunning 10x return on investment. That's right, 10x. For every single dollar a company puts into this, they get $10 back in savings and value. Now that is a number that will make any CFO sit up and pay attention.
So where does that incredible 10x ROI come from? Well, it breaks down into 4 key benefits. First, you maximize your uptime, which means more product is getting out the door. Simple. Second, you slash your costs because you're not doing those expensive emergency repairs anymore. Third, you actually extend the life of your expensive equipment, sometimes by up to 40%. And finally, and this one is so important, you make the whole workplace safer by stopping those catastrophic failures before they happen.
And if you're thinking, okay, but does this work in the real world? Just look at General Motors. By putting these exact same principles into practice, they saved around $20 million. And that's not a one-time thing. That's per year. That's the kind of massive, tangible impact we're talking about with a truly smart factory.
So, when you boil it all down, adopting this stuff isn't just another tech project. It's not just an IT upgrade. It is a fundamental business strategy. It's about building an operation that is more resilient, more efficient, and way more competitive. It's about getting ready for whatever the future throws at you.
Okay, let's wrap this up with the key takeaways. What do you really need to remember? First, the magic is in the synergy, the IoT, digital twin, and CMMS all working together. Second, that trio is what lets you shift from being reactive to being predictive. Third, that shift delivers a proven, massive ROI. Fourth, this turns maintenance from just another cost center into a genuine profit protector. And finally, investing in this now isn't just an upgrade. It's about future-proofing your entire operation.
And that really leaves us with one final critical thought. We're in an era where speed and efficiency are everything. It's what separates the leaders from the laggards. And in that world, this kind of technology isn't just a nice-to-have anymore. It's a necessity. Your competition is getting smarter every single day. So the only real question left is, are you ready?